But I've also created a functionality for sellers to create what's called a bundled offer. What a bundled offer is we're going to choose two SKUs in our inventory and we're going to create a bundle. And we're going to name this bundle, let's just say this particular item, because I can't share the actual item. Let's just say it's one of them is Tide detergent, and let's say the other one is Bounty paper towel.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to create this bundle and call it household goods. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to choose now of these two SKUs how many of this each SKU I want to put into the bundle. So there's 213 of this particular SKU. I'm going to say I'll put 100 of these and 100 of this other SKU, which there's 175 total of.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see that on the first SKU that I'm receiving $9.49 for each sale that occurs. And for the second SKU, I receive $9.68 for each SKU sale. Okay. And I'm going to put that of 100 of each, I want $9.25 for this one, and I want $9 for this one. So that's a total of $1,825 that I'm asking for 200 pieces between the two SKUs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Minus CGX fees, the total payout to me would come to 1752. That's how much I would receive in cash today in real time if someone was to take the bundle. Now I'm going to set my rules and I'm going to say anybody who gives me 1700 or more, sorry, 1800 or more, which is 25 less than the total ask, take it.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is a bundle, and the difference between this and the individual is this is for sellers who want to get a large amount of cash by bundling some of maybe their faster moving items with some of their slower moving items, and they want to create a massive bundle here to create, in this particular case, they want 1,800 bucks at least. It could be 18,000, it could be 20,000, it could be 50,000, right? Because we have large investors on the other end, we have small investors on the other end. We have my people like my wife who use cosmetics on a daily basis. They may want to come in and invest in some of the cosmetics that they know that they use on a daily basis because she knows it, she trusts it, she's a user of it, and she says, you know what, I'll invest 1,000 bucks. Then you have traders like you and I, Bova, who might come in and say, you know what, I want 5,000, 10,000 at a time because I want to create a passive income stream.
Mm-hmm.
And in this particular case, with a bundled offer, you can only bid on the full bundle. Unlike the individual offer, you cannot break the bundle, which means I have to bid on the whole bundle. And if anyone, for instance, this particular case, if I bid 1,800 or more, I would get accepted. The bid would execute. And I would now own this total bundle of 100 pieces of each. Now, as each one sells, I, the investor, would see the return in real time. But I, the investor, would see the return, but I wouldn't see the cash yet. I would be the one waiting, like we spoke before about this, for the marketplace, in this particular case, Amazon FBA, to pay Vova, or pay the seller, I should say. And at that point, the system would extract that cash from the seller in real time and send it to the investor. Make sense?
The auto accept is 1,800. So at that price, that's what the seller decided. He's happy with that price for that bundle of items. But then if someone bids not 1,800 but rather 1,700, what will happen then? The seller will get notification but not auto accept it, and then it's up to them to see what's up.
Here's the great part about this. This goes beyond just investing. What I like about this is now you're absolutely right. The seller would see the bids that are coming in real time. They would see all the demand for that product. Okay. And if it didn't get accepted, they would see what people are bidding on and
Mm.
how much they're bidding. And it's up to them to manually accept it or to let it go.
Mm.
Now, if it gets auto accepted, great. But if it's not auto accepted, the seller still has the ability to see the offers, the bids that came in, and accept them manually. Okay. But what I like about this as a seller, you're a seller, Vova, you'll be able to see the demand for that product. So you'll be able to see how many people are interested in bidding on that product, even if it didn't get accepted, which would tell you, should you buy more of those products, right? Are people a believer in that product? This kind of becomes a bit more of just an exchange. Now you have data that you never had before. The interest level that you have from investors out there for a specific product. If you see that people are bidding thousands and thousands of quantity for a particular product that you don't have in stock of that many pieces, well, you know what to do. You know to extract some cash and go buy more of those goods, right? Because not only are they selling on the retail front of these marketplaces, but you have investors waiting to take a piece of it.